We detected an unusual trade worth $8 million on Coinbase stock, ticker symbol COIN. And what's also very unusual about this is that Coinbase reports earnings next week, February 13th. And so in this video, we will analyze this unusual option activity to find out if this wealthy investor is bullish and buying Coinbase before earnings or bearish and selling Coinbase. Because as we all know, the rich have more access to information, including leaked insider information, such as earnings reports, to make better financial decisions. No wonder the rich get richer. And so to level the playing field, let's dive into the analysis of their trade. As we can see here on the options time and sales tape, in the last hour of the market at 3:40 p.m. and 1:58 p.m., we have these trades happening for the February 7th options at the 345 strike calls, 315 strike calls, 317.5 strike call, and the 350 strike calls. Based on our analysis, these trades were closing trades. They were closing out of these trades and opening these February 14 trades. These expire a day after earnings, February 13, and that is why this is an earnings trade. And we can see here that this is for the 312.5 strike calls and the 355 strike calls. 10,000 contracts plus 9,515, which is a total of 19,515 contracts. And we can estimate the total trade cost because we can see the price that was being paid here, $538 for the 312.5 strike calls, and they sold the 355 strike calls for $127. So we subtract that and we get $411 per trade. And since we know there was a total of 19,515 contracts, we multiply that out and we get a total trade cost of $8 million. But keep in mind, earnings is coming up next week, and so this is a higher risk trade in comparison to the trades that we share on our website. If you want to get access to the lower risk, higher probability of profit trades, then we'll put a link to our website at the top here, where you can also learn trading strategies that reduce risk while increasing the chance of profit. Now, having said this, we also traded this, but we use position sizing to manage our risk. You can see for these February 14 options at the 312.5 strike calls, our position here, POS stands for position, green means buy. We can see these 19,000 contracts being traded at the volume today, clearly new opening trades since the open interest is only 63. And so we also bought these call options, and for the 355 strike calls, we also sold these. Red means sell. And again, the 19,000 contracts are new opening trades since we only had an open interest of 140, much less. And so we also sold these 355 strike calls. And so when we analyze this trade, we can see here on the risk profile profit loss graph where the x-axis represents the share price of the stock, which is currently trading over here, and the y-axis represents the profit loss. Note the zero break-even line here. And so when the purple and blue lines are below it, it is a negative loss. If it is above it, it is a positive gain, because this is a long bullish trade. Specifically, this is a vertical call spread strategy. And you can see that the cost of this trade now is $384 of debit. And at max profit on the blue line, which represents the expiration date, you can see over here is $3,866 per trade, which means our risk to reward ratio of 3,866 divided by the cost of the trade, 384, is a ratio of 10.06. which means we could potentially make 1006% on this trade. So the reward is very much in our favor. And so we can make quite a lot just for taking a small position. And that is why we still traded this and simply use position sizing to manage our risk, because we save most of our capital for the lower risk, higher probability of profit trades that we share on our website. If you want to get access to those, go to our website where you can get more of these unusual trades to diversify your portfolio to further decrease the level of risk. Let us know in the comments below. Do you think Coinbase will rally up after earnings, or do you think it will crash down? As usual, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't. Take care and have a wonderful day.